the new catalog is out, the new Stampin' Up! Catalog, and I received some new goodies for the Let's Go Fishing. And I wanted to share with you how you can use a sketch and add a bunch of die cuts and use designer paper for a sketch like this. So my name is Amanda Farlinger with From Where I Stamp near Kingston, Ontario, Canada. And I'm going to show you how to use a sketch with new products and how you can turn it into a one-page layout, but give you an idea of how you can change it into a two-page layout as well. All right, so this is a layout that I created using the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. It's 6x6 with the Circle Sayings bundle, which is a stamp set, and the circle punch. But today we're going to use the Let's Go Fishing, Let's Go Fishing suite, and it's on pages 78 and 79 of the catalog. So this stamp set right here, we're going to use this one, and I have this awesome layout, or this awesome photos of my husband fishing with our other dog, Hoover, back in 2011, so years and years ago. And this paper, which I have right here to show you, the Let's Go Fishing paper. So we have, I'm going to use this fish paper as my base. And then for our sketch, this one here I used a 6x6, 2 pieces, but the sketch suggests using a 3-inch by 12-inch piece. So that's going to go here. And then I have this other little design from the same pack of paper. And I'm going to substitute this pretty peacock piece here for this Mossy Meadow lure piece. So let's put that all together. And this designer paper uses Very Vanilla as its base, which is great. So if you like to have the 12x12 paper, or cardstock, to kind of match what your designer paper is like, then I would suggest ordering a pack of 12-inch 12x12 Very Vanilla cardstock as well. So I usually have the Very Vanilla and the base, or the Whisper White, no, Basic White, sorry, on hand. So that way, if I'm not loving the designs with my photos, and I have a tip for storing photos. I received 200 photos that I ordered, which is great because now I can make scrapbook pages with my photos. So before we go into die cutting and stamping, and well, stamping and die cutting, we're going to do photos, our photo layers. So this here, this is, I believe it's Wild Wheat is the new color. The Designer Series paper has the colors on at a different page, but here on this page with 79, we have Wild Wheat, Mossy Meadow, Misty Moonlight, my favorite blue, Boho Blue, Pebble Path, and Very Vanilla. So we're going to use some Wild Wheat for our photo bases. So I have one here, and I ordered the suite without realizing there was a new embossing folder for it. So I opened up my box, and there was this embossing folder. So of course, you have to try out the new embossing folder, and it's called Twisted Rope 3D. So we have this piece here. We're going to put it in here, and I don't care if it's straight or not. We put the specialty plate over top. So this one won't fit in the Stampin' Cut Mini. So you will need our regular size Stampin' Cut and Emboss in order to use the embossing folders, this embossing folder. So there we have our Wild Wheat, and it almost looks like a wheat kind of design, doesn't it? So it could work for a scrapbook page or a card on that too. So we have our Stampin' Seal, and you just want a little bit at the photo corners. so that it'll stick to your paper. And a tip for you, for when you're cutting down your photos, you'll want to have maybe a window sheet or vellum. So I have vellum here, so that you can put it over your photo and see where that 3x4 cut is going to be. So that way you're not going to waste your photos. So you can decide where on that 4x6 you can cut it down. Okay, so before I go and put these all together, let's look at our layout. So we have this piece here and this piece down here to do before we put it all together. So the dies here, Gone Fishing dies, I put mine in a stamp case with magnetic sheets, and I've pulled this piece here, which this shows a little better detail there. So it's waves. When I was looking at it, I was trying to figure out what in the world it was. So this would be the top. So this is a cutting edge here. So it does a wave cut. And what I've done is for my banner piece, I need to cut this down. I forgot to trim it. So let's grab the trimmer. And we're just going to trim it off there. And then I was thinking that I wanted to do kind of a flag, like so. Just because it being straight there looked kind of weird. And you could put a title on there if you want. I'm going to leave it off. I'm just going to do this, and we're going to stamp and die cut and color a fish, one of the fishes. Fish. Anyway. So let's put all this together, and then we'll do this piece down here. All right, so I have my dimensionals already on this photo. And if you're wanting the products used, you can find the list below in the description. I want to make sure I have my photos done kind of the right way here. So in the description will be a link to a blog post that you can find all the links for the products. So if you live in Canada and would like to place your order with me, you can do that. It also will have more details for you on where you can sign up to receive this sketch. It's one of my 3 scrapbook sketches. And if you sign up for my email list, you'll receive this sketch along with 2 more for free. Oh, I did it again. I forgot about that. All right. Let's see. Will this slip in there? It will slip in there. All right. I always forget that this piece needs to slip in behind. But that's okay. It'll go in there. Something like that, I think. All right, so there is our layout, and we get to embellish it. And that's what the dies and the stamp set is for. So I love using coordinating products like the stamp set and dies with designer paper, because then you can use the colors of the designer paper to help with your look. So the look and the feel. So the color coordination is one of my favorite things about Stampin' Up! Products. So we have Very Vanilla here. You could use Basic White if you wanted, but it will look a little stark, so it'll look a little different. And then we just want to ink up our fish and stamp it and clean it off. And the dies will cut this out. So then you have this little fish right here. And then I used a combination of Calypso Coral and Pecan Pie, which is a new color, and Mossy Meadow to color in the fish. So then our fish looks like, where'd my fish go? Could have swore I had a fish. Where's my fish? Okay, I don't have another fish. I thought I had two. Okay, so here is my colored fish. There we go. So I've just colored it in and blended the colors together using the light blends. And we're going to glue this using the fine tip here right onto that wave. So you could use some blue because there is blue in here for this wave, but I felt that blue would take too much. Excuse me. Blue would take too much away from the other neutral colors in the layout. Okay, so the other part we had on this layout, which is down here in the circle, we wanted to have a square or circle or something. So this here gets makes a tackle box kind of thing. If you look in the catalog, you can see this tackle box right here. So the larger rectangle cuts out the big opening, and then this piece cuts out the inside of the tackle box, which is pretty cool. So I've already done that. So here is our tackle box opening with our little pieces. So I felt that this was pretty awesome. It gets you a bunch of labels that you can then use on your scrapbook layout. So I figured that I would use this one here, I think. And, or did we want to do the longer one? So maybe we'll do the longer one. And I may actually stick it over here instead, just because it's longer. And I didn't leave as much room over here. And then we're just going to put, see if I don't mess this up. I don't remember the date, so I'll come back and put the date in after. And then we want to put our lure, which I've stamped using, I've got to remember all these new colors, pecan pie. So pecan pie, and I've colored it in with some Calypso Coral and Mossy Meadow blends. And then I have this little bit of silver, because a little bit of bling on your, whoopsie, I got ink on me. A little bit of bling on your lures is a good thing. Or at least that's what I've kind of learned over the years. It's always a good thing. And then we want to glue this. Oops. Still have glue on my fingers. Just make sure. There we go. So now we can put this down here on our layout. Like so. Oops. So it'll have the date and the title, not really the location there. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek at a second layout that you could create that I'm only partially done, but I figured I would show. And then you can have a peek-see. So there's other photos. And then we have Mossy Meadow and the wild wheat and some more silver here. Another die cut. So that'll be paired with this one, which I didn't color in. And then we're going to stamp, I think I'm going to stamp, good things come to those who wait. So that'll go on here. And I think, I'm still not 100% on this one, but this is another sketch I came across on the internet. So we'll have this page on one side, and I'll put in some journaling there. It's Chad and Hoover, and this one will have the location with the date. Oh, there's my other fish. So I'll probably put this one over here just so they look the same. So if you've enjoyed this layout, make sure to check the description for the link where you can purchase the products used. These are brand new, released in May of 2023, and I'm looking forward to creating more layouts using this suite. And you can find it in the new annual catalog on pages 78 and 79, and the link to download the catalog will be in there in the description for you as well. Have a great day.